Danger weir. There, obviously. Sorry for the Yorkshire humour. Dad joke. Right, looking across to that weir, I've just noticed at the bottom of it, there's a heron sat fishing. Now, when me and Freddie were in Luxembourg last week, there was something that looked very much like, he kept calling it a swan. He knows it's not a swan. He was just saying it to wind me up. But it was sat in a tree. And I don't know what it was. It looked like a heron, but the wrong colour head. But it wasn't, I don't think it was a stork. So I don't really know what it was. Look at that though. Imagine living over there. Those houses there. God, don't pulling me all over. Those houses there. It'd be brilliant. I'd love it. That white noise as well. I've always said I want to live next to water, but I think I'd rather live next to the sea. Up in the Highlands of Scotland. On an island. Just, everyone can fuck off. Leave me alone and I'll live on an island on my own. With my kids. And some dogs. And maybe one of these women that's in this boat, because they look alright. Like, don't get me wrong, I said one of these women. One of them's a man. So yeah, so this is just the woman. It would be cool, to be fair, on a day like this. Jump in a boat and just head off out of the way for a bit. Do a bit of sunbathing with some beers. Although I don't know what the rules are for being in charge of a little boat with beers. Probably not allowed to do that. Oh, we've got cygnets. Oh, I've got little baby cygnets down here. Just a minute. Yeah, look. Oh, they're cute, aren't they, little fluffy heads? That's brilliant. I'm not taking Bear anywhere near them, because you will definitely get eaten by the mother. I'm actually surprised he's not looking through the bars trying to get him, because he's a nightmare. Aren't you, dog? You're a nightmare. He's been alright now, to be fair. But yeah. Oh, I thought he'd smelt them then. Yeah, look. Oh, little babies. So cute. Right, we're getting into a different part now of Stratford. I'm guessing this is like the older bit, or getting older, because it's not the oldest bit, but it's very pretty. Very cute round here. I think this is more 1800s, maybe late 1700s round here, but it gets even older the further we go up. That's a lovely big house, that one over there. Old acre house. Oh, that says chapel house there. So I wonder if it had a chapel attached to it at some point. But we're going to have a look at the churchyard anyway. You know, we like a good churchyard. Yeah, Bear can come in here. You've got to keep him on a lead. But he's not allowed to play football because there's no fouling in here, and he's a dirty bastard when it comes to playing football. Right, come on. I'm an idiot. Let's... oh, I like it in here already because there's this little room thing here. It's padlocked up, but I'm interested to know what it is. It's a good graveyard, this already, I can tell. Because it's... oh, I'm going to say these are old, but there's no date or anything on them. Yeah, I wonder what this bit was used for here. I'm not quite sure, but it's all boarded up. I want to know what's inside it. I don't like not knowing, but there's no way of... wait a minute. No, he won't even fit through the hole. Or maybe he will. Wait a minute. That looks like... is that a football? I can't even work out what any of that stuff is. I'll have to have a look back on the camera in a bit. Right. It's good though. Why would they just leave that bit of building just boarded up? Surely you'd use it for something good. Anyway, look at this for a church. This is a bit bigger than the ones we've been looking at, like in the Yorkshire Dales and stuff recently. It's just recently been added to. That bottom bit was built in 2015, it said. But the grey bit round the front doesn't fit the rest of it either. So I wonder when the original bit's from. Alright, let's keep looking. See, these ones around it, you can't see because of the sun. These aren't that old, like 1819. They, what I would expect, but I'm telling you now, there's going to be some really, really old graves in here somewhere knocking about. There might even be ones like these that are falling to pieces. They look quite rough, but there definitely will be. Right, it is Sunday, so I'm very much doubt we'll be able to go in this place. I wish you could see that. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, the stained glass looked like it would be absolutely amazing from the inside. But like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up of being able to go in, especially with him on a Sunday. I take liberties by going in anyway with him. Shouldn't really be wandering around churches with a dog. Although he is an animal of the Lord. So why not? Oh, these are a little bit older, look. So this one, it says, oh God, I need to get a bit closer. Departed life, 1795, age 39. So 1760s, 1750s is the earliest we've seen so far. Of birth, I mean. Let's have a look at what this is here. It's a chimney. It's weird. I wonder what this is all about. Oh, 1880 it says there. Robert Phillips Hobbs with an ES. Eldest son of Robert Hione Emma some Hobbs. I feel like Bear's trying to get something or someone again. I don't know who he is, but I feel like he would be... Oh wait, 1847, aged 75 years. Wow. So he's possibly about the same as the one we've just looked at, to be fair. Same sort of date. I do it, that's what I enjoy doing, going and trying and finding the oldest grave I possibly can. I always look out for it. But with ones like this, there's so many. You can spend all day doing it. Tell you something, it's nice stood in this shade with a bit of breeze though. So warm. Now you will be disappointed with me because I have made a mistake. I've left the drone in the car. It's locked. The car is locked. So it's not going to go walk about. But I didn't want to drag loads of stuff around with me. But I wish I'd brought it now because I could have flown it up the river, past the church, round all these graves. It would have been brill. Soz. Just looking on the side of one of the building, or part of the building as well, you've got S. Mumford. I wonder if their son's in there as well. Made some really good music then. But what else we got up here? I've just seen something. Yeah, look at these. Where did I just see it? There's writing here for a start. 1812. There's one up there as well, look. I like looking for things like this. 1816 it says on there. 1953. There's some more around the other side of the building, but there's a dog there, so I can't show you those. Oh, it was this one. I reckon that's been put on quite recently when the Queen died. I think that's been added. And then that's from 1847, that little grave. I wonder if there's any more written on the side. Quite cool, those. And don't get me wrong, there'll be some of them that are fake, that like somebody in 2007 thought, oh, that's a good idea, let's just fool everybody. But some of them will be real. What's that? 1809, age 19, so that one's not the oldest. We've got to find one older than that, surely. I would have thought there'd be 1600s in here somewhere. Right, me and Bear have just come, well, Bear's not sat on it, but I have. Come and sat on here. I had a feeling I was going to get in trouble because it just looks so shiny and new. So the guy that made it actually walked past me and said, oh, is it comfortable? And I'm thinking, oh God, I'm getting in trouble now for sitting on this that I'm not supposed to. And I was like, yeah, it's really nice. He's like, oh, I designed it. A guy that used to be a musician here died, and I wanted to make a piece. I'll show it you properly in a sec, but it's circular and it sort of goes up and down. So I wanted to make a bench to remember him by that was something that he worked on quite a lot, which is something called a counterpoint, which is a music piece that sort of like continues and goes in a circle. So anyway, he's designed it based on that. And on the same day the guy died, a tree fell down in the churchyard and they used the wood from that. I think that's really cool. So yeah, he just stood and talked to me for a bit, and it was really nice, and it's lovely sat here. And he said, I'm so glad I didn't put it in the sun. It's nice for people to come and sit in the shade. And I said, yeah, that's exactly why I've sat here. So good. I like talking to people sometimes, not very often, but sometimes. Now I was just nicely sat listening to the hymns because of the service going off in there. Now all I can hear is him drinking. The noisiest drinker in the world. Right, I can show you the bench properly now. So yeah, like I said, it's music that sort of like comes up and then starts again with somebody else or something else. I don't really understand counterpoint, but that's what he was telling me. But it is quite nice listening to that. I don't know if you can hear it. Right, let's head away from here. I'm so used to rushing from place to place, I don't really know what to do with myself next. I'm not gonna lie, it's... Oh, some more dates on here. Let's go and have a look at these. But yeah, I want to go into the town centre. We're going to have a look in there and see what there is. But after that, I've got the rest of the night and I don't know what to do. Like, usually I fill my time with going from place to place or eating. And I can't do either. So yeah, look, 1835, 1820 something, 29 maybe. There's writing all over here. Graffiti from like 200 years ago. It's mad. 1827. Right, that's a couple of vicars just walking down. I swear there's a joke in there somewhere. A couple of vicars out for a stroll together. But I don't know where we're going now. I have no idea where this leads. Just seems to go into houses up here. I don't know if this is a little park next door we can go through. Right, so we did come out into a park next to the river. I've just noticed something there. There's these steps going down here. Now, you're probably not going to find this interesting in the slightest, but I want to have a look, and I am interested. So you're just going to have to come with me, whether you like it or not. But if you come down here, there's an archway that's bricked up here, and another one up there. Why? Because the level of the floor is there. So what were they for? And is there tunnels under there? What is it? It could just be like storage or something. But it feels like they're definitely there for some reason. Like, what's that bit? That just don't fit with the rest of it at all. Really strange. I'll carry on walking around this path around the outside. See which way this takes us. Just to some more steps. I'll show you now, just a minute. Wherever those archers went is under here. But why? It's not, I don't think it's a vault for the church or anything, because that's right up there. But it is strange. I honestly sometimes wish my brain would switch off with things like that, because I end up spending 2 hours longer looking at places because I want to find the tunnels. Right, we have literally walked for miles. We walked right up there for about a mile and a half, and then a mile and a half back this way. We're back to where we started off. Now, round this corner, I think is up towards the shops, and I'm hoping there's some older buildings up there. Not just like McDonald's and stuff like that. I've never been here before. If I have, I wasn't very old. I don't remember coming here before. Right, I've just been thinking, I have absolutely no idea where my car is. Like, no idea. I just got out of it and walked here, and I have not thought about where I parked it at all. I was more concerned with getting here. If I walk back up the canal, I should be able to find roughly where I have no idea. So this could be fun. Good job I'm staying here for a while, innit? Because it might take me a while to find the car. Trust me. Oh, it's glorious sat here, to be fair. I want to take my top off, but I'm so fat that I've put so much weight on over the last 12 months. It's crazy. So I'm not, but I am going to do something about the weight because it's doing my boxing now. Like, usually I don't really care because I can lose it if I want to lose it. but it's because of my shoulder and my back and everything like that I've had, my hip. I ain't been able to lose it, and now I've put on more than I would normally, so I need to get it off. And people will be like, oh yeah, you're just fluffy and you're just cuddly, and like, no, I'm fucking fat and I look a mess, so I need to sort myself out. Right, I've just been chilling here for about an hour. I've just been listening to music and just chilling out with Bear. He's been sat in the shade drinking his water. I've just realised this is the Shakespeare Theatre next to me. Now obviously Stratford upon Avon is where he came from. Now he's famous for the Globe Theatre in London, but obviously this one in front of me, it wasn't around when he was here, but this is where he started off with everything before he moved to London, I'm guessing. So it's pretty cool, really. Right, I'm not gonna lie, that place smells absolutely amazing. It smells so nice. It's not fair. And look, that place was built in 1485. So, in fact, I think we need to go up that way. Let's get up there. Right, this place is pretty cool. Officer's Mess. And it's got all... Look at the window in it. Yeah, look. It's got, like, RAF hats and all the old-fashioned radios and things like that. And then if you come and look inside, it's not open, so we can stick a camera through the window. I'm hoping there's nobody in there. Yeah, just looks really cool in there, to be fair. They've got really old-fashioned drinks as well as the new ones as well. That'd be really good, I think, on a night. With the old RAF thing on the door. But this place across the road is weird. Well, it's a funeral director. You just don't see any funeral directors like this anymore. It's quite... Well, it's got that will have been for the private ambulance to go and pick them up as well. Really strange. You often get quite modern ones these days. It's like all glass and look like you're not dead. You're just going to buy something from IKEA. But yeah, very different. This is the sort of buildings I was looking for though. The old buildings around here. There are still newer ones, but some of the old ones are really good. Really good. Like, I just can't get my head around it. So if that building is from before 1560, which I think it probably is, that means the likelihood of William Shakespeare walking past it at some point is quite high, because he was born in the 1560s. So if it's been around for longer than that, that means he's probably walked down here past it. Like with historical people, I find it really strange. When I went to the place, Coco Chanel's mansion up in Scotland, thinking that Coco Chanel and Winston Churchill had been in there, just really blows your mind. Like, you've been in the same space. It didn't quite work the same with Prince Andrew. Like, don't get me wrong, having a shower in his shower and a poo in his toilet didn't really get me tingling the same way. Well, I should hope not. That's just a man shouting Karen Morris across the road at the top of his lungs, saying, Karen Morris, if you can hear this, you're in the wrong place. So God knows where Karen Morris is, but he's not happy about it. He's just... I don't think he knows where she is. Look at the buildings behind there. Wow, they're pretty cool. The thing is, who's been in there over the years? Like, who was the first person to open that pub? Jesus Christ, he's just scared the life out of me. He's a history guide tour man. Something to do with this, I think. Look, one of the oldest buildings in Stratford upon Avon, with parts dating back to the 14th century. That's the 1300s. The Garrick Inn. Mad to think. Look at the window frames and everything. I'm going to stick this in someone's face. I know I am. Yeah, that's brill. That's absolutely brill. Like I said, just makes me think of the bar fights over the years, who it's involved. Things like, did they have pistols back then? Were the Cavaliers here? Like all the different, like the Tudors, the Cavaliers, there's all sorts of different people that could have been in that pub at some point. It's just mad. I don't know. I feel lucky to live in a country like England that has got this history, and I feel sorry really for some countries that just don't. And I'm not even really talking about America and Australia. I'm talking about some that are like brand new, and their history's been kind of wiped out. Right, I hardly ever want to drink. Like in the summer, I'll have 1 pint when it's nice, but I could get bladdered. I swear I could get bladdered today. The sun's out. I ain't got to go anywhere, and the only time I can't is the time that I want to. What are you doing, dog? He's just wrapping himself around my legs. Right, some people are off their heads. A man just walked across the road with a dog, walked straight towards me. I said, "Oh, don't worry, my dog's friendly." And I went, "Mine's not." And he went, "Well, why are you pulling him back? Just let them greet each other." I'm like, "Do you want your dog's face to be ripped off? Because it will be." I just noticed that. Look how chemist is spelled up there. Dispensing chemist. I'm guessing that was older style English at some point. But there's some such old buildings. Even the Barclays Bank looks quite old. There's some really good buildings just everywhere, to be fair. Shakespeare Distillery. Oh, I could have a whiskey as well, but I can't. Right, bloody hell. They're even selling the white stuff round here. Right, I've got 15 quid left. I'm gonna get something from here. I don't care. I just don't know what to do with him while I do. That's the problem. I can't just tie him up outside because he's gonna savage somebody. But I honestly don't know what to do with him. So I'm sort of stood here contemplating life. Right, he's been a really good boy. I tied him up here and he's just laid down. I think he's a bit hot. But yeah, I've ordered. I'm just going to wait for him to shout my number now. I'm excited because I love Greek food. I proper love it. You just don't see it about enough, really. There is actually one in my village that sells it, but I've never been there, which is weird. But yeah, like year before in Crete. Oh, Slovakia. That. I can't say it now. I could say it a minute ago. With things like Satsike and gyros or however you say it. Oh, beaut, absolutely beaut. Souvlaki. Bloody hell. I'm like, what is it? I'm just thinking copyrighted music there. Right, that is a meal. That looks so good. I do love Souvlaki. I can never say, I want to say Slovakia. That's what it is. Like Slovakia. But Slovakia? No, Souvlaki, that's it. But yeah, sat down here. Anyway, need to watch the dogs coming behind me. Seriously, that is so nice. I am ramming it in because it is so good. Proper, authentic, like Cretan as well. It just makes me think of being back in Crete. Almost 2 years ago today as well. Mad. Right, I am a genius and an idiot all in one go. I'm an idiot for not remembering where I parked the car, which is a nightmare because I've been wandering for ages. However, I am a genius for thinking iPhones mark where you take photos and videos. So I went and had a look where I was when I videoed in the car. I know where I'm going now. I'm dead though, I'm proper dead. Right, I found the car. I've got to move from here because this car is like fire and Bear's just about to die of heat exhaustion. Right, these people are going to think I'm filming their house, but I'm not. Where is it? There, look. I can't work it. I don't know if that's a kestrel or... I don't think it is a kestrel, is it? It got something in its talons moving about. I don't know what it was. But that was pretty cool. Now there's a heron flying over. It's lovely around here. I'm going to try and find somewhere to get in the water. But this is private land, but that usually don't bother me, to be fair. Right, I'm down here. I'm actually not on the conservation bit at the other side because I thought that were a bit bad. So I've come onto the private land at this side, which isn't conservation land. I think I need to be careful because there's an house over there. I think I'm going to leave my shoes on because I can't actually see what's under the water, and there is a couple of bits of jaggedy metal knocking about. I've got 3 pairs of shoes with me, so I should be fine, but I just want to get in. I'm boiling. Oh, I'll tell you something, it's lovely in here. It's a bit sinky at the bottom, but not that bad, but it's nice. I'm trying to stay, because the pub is just through there. I'm trying to stay out of sight of them by staying underneath this lot. But the only problem is there's quite a few flies around this bit, but I'd rather that than be spotted, because they're not bitey flies, they're just whizzy around on the top of the surface kind of flies. But it's beautiful here. Now, like I said earlier on, and I know I've said it about 50,000 times, there is no money in my account until tomorrow, but I would exchange any money for doing this. This is just, like, for me, living the dream. I don't know what it is. Some people would desperately hate this. Like, come in, struggling, there's like, I've got no money, I've got nowhere to go and have a shower, hot shower, or a bath, or anything like that. But, mate, look at that. Look at this. I'll show you in front of me. This is my view, and it is just absolutely beautiful. I can see fish in the water. You'll probably not see them. I can see fish in the water. There's been birds of prey, different birds knocking about. It's just wonderful. It's like going back to nature, and I love it. I absolutely love it. That's really strange. The speed of the water has just massively increased. Like, ridiculous. I think there's a tsunami on the way. It's just gone really quick. It's nice though. And I'm stood up. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go floating off. I'm not a very strong swimmer, but I am stood up to, like, I don't know, halfway between my waist and my boobies. So we're all good. We're not going anywhere. It's not going to knock me off my feet, but trust me, that sun. If I turn this way, I can't actually see anything. I'm like squinting at you. If I turn the other way, then all you can see is the sun, or like the eclipse of the sun. Maybe if I turn sideways slightly, that's better. That's better. But this is glorious. I'm going to go and put the phone back down anyway for a little bit and have a bit of a swim about. These are brilliant as well. Sorry, I was just taking my phone back and spotted these. There's loads of them in trees. I don't know if they are dragonflies though. I don't know what they would be if they're not dragonflies. There we go, look. 2 of them there. How beautiful are they? Right, I've been in here. What time did I get in? 20 to 7, and it's, I can't see the time. I think it's about 10 to 8. So I've been in here over an hour, just like wandering up and down. People have been like up on the bridge, of like that woman there just looking at me like, there's a man in the river. Why is there a man in the river? And literally, you can see, like when it's a bigger vehicle, like a van or like a people carrier type thing, you can see them, and they can see me, and they're like, let's see if one comes now. Oh, I can't. I don't know if they. Oh no, they will. They would see me. And they're like, why is that man in the river? You can literally see the lips moving, saying it to the husbands or whatever. But it's been so nice in here, and I've got to the point where the temperature isn't a thing. Like, it's lovely. It's really, really nice. And I could stay in here for another half an hour easily. The sun went in a minute ago, and I thought, right, I'm getting out. And then it came back out, and I regret it. I know once I get out, I'm going to be like, I need to be back in there again. But I'm going to say, but I've got to go. Have I? Oh, look, the sun might be going back in again now. I haven't really got to go anywhere for anything. The only thing I am thinking about is Bear. But to be fair, the windows are open. He's got water. And he just didn't want to come out the car either. I was going to bring him in with me. Sort of glad I didn't, because he's a bit of a dick when it comes to being in water. He doesn't really like it that much. So I would have been either having to tie him up over there or drag him in the water, and he would have hated it. So I would better just leaving him. But I think 2 more minutes, maybe have a quick wee in here, and then out we go. I have been giving myself a bit of a sort of a clean. I've got those wipe things when I get back. I need to get some sort of cleaning stuff, or maybe go to a leisure centre tomorrow or something like that. Because don't get me wrong, I know river water's not particularly the cleanest. People are always going to say, oh, well, what about the rats? But wherever there's water, whatever river you go in, there's going to be rats. And I haven't seen any running about. There probably will be some somewhere knocking about, probably near the restaurant where the food is. But like I said, wherever there's water, maybe not wherever there's water. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you're not going to be on the beach in Benidorm and there's a rat in a little bikini down next to the water, or maybe when you're in the bath or the shower, they're like peeking around looking at you, or when you go for a wee and they're in the bottom going, la 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 la. I'm an idiot. Right, I've said I'm an idiot far too many times recently. I thought I got like lumps on my skin. It's just water, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, it is. It's just water. It's because the sun's catching it. It looks like big red lumps. Right, 2 minutes and I'm out. And just as I was saying about getting out, there's a boat heading straight towards me. So I kind of do need to get out, or get out of the way at least anyway, so I don't get hit by an outboard motor. What if it's the person that lives here? Are they going to come and tell me off? I don't know if they are or not. That would have been good, wouldn't it? Not noticed them, had my music on or something like that. Just bob down in the water and get a full-on boat in the back of my head. So, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, we're going to get back out now. She did not look happy at all. She was like, why the friggin' hell are you pointing that camera at me? I do not like it. But right, let's get out. I know for a fact in the comments somebody is going to write, you need sea shoes or water shoes or something like that. But I don't, because I've got 3 pairs of trainers with me. These are comfortable. I like them. And if I had a different pair of shoes for every event I did, then I'd just have a big car full of shoes. So there will be no sea shoes. There will be no hiking boots. There will be no... What do the Americans bleeding call them? What do they call them now? Oh, it's going to do my head in now, that. Sneakers. Bloody sneakers. Trainers. They're my trainers. They're my Nike Air Max. And I'll have them all the time to do everything that I want to do. So sure, stop telling me what to do. Because if you tell me, I'll do it even more. And then I'll go on about it like this and I'll rant and rave. Right, let's get back to the car. I actually do think that woman was giving me dirty looks because the boat's up there. It's now moored up there. So I wonder if she's a local and she knows I'm not supposed to be in there. Like, I ain't killed anyone. Let's be right. We've just had a good time. Like, it's not hundreds of kids jumping in and making a racket. It's just fat old Matt floating along like a beached whale. Not that beached whales float, but anyway, back to bear in the shade in the car. Right, I'm contemplating whipping my shorts off here, right, literally at the side of a relatively busy road. There's a car every 30 seconds. I know that's not that busy, but look, there's one coming here. There's no one coming there yet. But what I might do is be between this door and this door, sort of slightly bend down a bit so they can't see my arse. Although I have got a house behind me. I'll just quickly do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna take my shoes off though, so I can do it quick access. Maybe even put my shorts on the floor. Oh my god, my feet are horrendous. They're just covered in dirt from those shoes, inside the shoes. Yes, I know, if I had swim shoes on I probably wouldn't have that. Don't care, not having them. Right, sorted. I put that and that up so you couldn't see through the windows either, so I was fine. Those cars coming past now, I'll just stark bollock naked, to be fair. But I feel so much better for that. I feel really comfortable again. Like, I don't know, when you're sweaty and horrible through the day, there's nothing better than like being cool and refreshed. So I'm now gonna sort out my feet. I've sort of given them a bit of a wipe, but they're disgusting. And I'm also going to give myself a wipe with those things. I don't know why I'm giving you my body routine of how I'm going to clean myself, but that is it. Right, I was just about to set off out of here, and then I wish I'd still been in the water at this point, because this would have made a terrific photo, especially if it had reflected on the water. I don't think it would have, but let's see if we can see it. What I'm talking about has disappeared. Oh no, I can see it just. We need to hurry up. Bloody hell. One sec. Look what just came zooming over our heads. From nowhere. Just a hot air balloon just randomly floating away. And like I said, if that had come at the right angle, which I don't think it would have done, because it's sort of just come across the top of the pub there. But if it had, that would have made an absolutely fantastic photo. It might still do it when we go up here. If it goes across there, I might be able to get a photo of it, we'll see. But I don't think we will. I did get one, probably not as good as I would have liked it to be, but it's very low. I don't know if they're just coming into land or what, but it's very, very low. It's good though. Brilliant day for it. It's so clear, the skies, because I know they get cancelled all the time, these things. One tiny gust of wind and that's it, you're done. But yeah, it's pretty cool really. Right, that's just gone up there has got the things to blow it up that they put inside to expand it in the first place. So I don't know, it might have only just taken off rather than just land, or just about to land. I don't know. These are those what do you call it? Static caravan-y home things. They're really nice. Like I said, not something that would interest me, but it'd be pretty much lovely to retire to something like that. Very easily manageable. In fact, I think there's a management company that look after them as well. So anyway, stop talking about caravans, you weirdo.